Yeah, so the jack slid out and it hit me in the eye and fucking damn near knocked me out. But I held up. I was like, shit. Pow. That joker probably weighed 10 pounds. Came down and hit me right in the side of the eye. Uh, I'm tired, man. Hey, ladies. Takes about 4 minutes for the algorithm to kick in. I see. Hello. Mama Jan. Gang. Hey, Josh. Man, thank you, Miss Trudy. Thank you, Miss Daisy. Little Fun, Penny Lane, Hair Gal, and Mandy T, Bandy T, Carla Z. Hello. Oh boy. I have you on one device. Oh, the skeptic. Damn it. Don't. Gang, what's up? Look? Bieber. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I haven't seen it. Hey, G Dog. Hey, Niecy. Happy birthday. She's 31. 31, the big 3-1. Well, man, damn. I hate that the brain is doing its thing. You got to check it out. I will. Damn it, man. I wanted to go over there and get modded up. Happy birthday to her, Granny Goose. Good to see you. So, cool, Josh. Cool. Man, I never really did get on the Discord. So, let me tell you what. I just had a phone call with a couple of women and we had differing opinions. Kind of pretty much all three of us. Um, but I want to give you some insight. Del Duca, he's good. Hey, West Virginia Beach. So, this is a community. Let me scoot that back. I look younger when I scoot it back. Oh, then I look fatter. So, this is a community for women, by women. It's politicked by women. The rules are made by women. And as a man, as a male creator, when you come here, you realize, the dynamics of it takes a while, but you start to learn the dynamics of what makes this community special. Okay. And let me tell you what makes this community special is that it is a community that is it's politicked and it's managed and maintained by women. And I believe that for the most part, you women, you manage it in the way that you want, and that for the most part, men when they come here, we're visitors, right? So, and I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. With that being said, and that's not like a but or no offense, but it's not one of them. What it is that damn, I got a hair. Hold on, I got a sideways hair. That's another man problem. So it's a beautiful community that you women have built. It's troublesome at times. It's drama filled most of the time, and it's a place that you guys have built, you ladies have built, and you allow some of the most you allow men here. And I don't even think it's because you allow us to be here. It's that you're like, well, let's see what the dummies have to say. And so, I really take into account the woman's perspective. I try to be empathetic with women. And I think that I hope that maybe some of the interactions I have here with you ladies, they make me a sharper man. They make me more emotionally intelligent. You know, I'm sorry, scientific skeptic. I'm really sorry. Dude, I just totally blew it, bro. Anyways, I'm proud of you ladies. I'm proud of all you ladies. I'm proud of all of you that managed to get a billboard up. Fucking awesome. You're right, Lynetta, I am. I do have some hey, Mark, I have some great guys around me. I do. I'm blessed. Real recognizes real. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. But let me tell you what, this is a community for women. It is a beautiful community. You ladies have fostered a community where actual, real good, true crime happens, right? Like it's because of you ladies, right? And so because I'm just a visitor here, right? The ladies speak. The ladies speak. They've spoken twice. They're like, Benny, you've went too far. We're taking the channel. Yes, no lies. I appreciate a powerful wife. I have a very powerful wife. And I appreciate the powerful women here. All you women are so powerful. Some of you have committed crimes. No, but let me stay on track here. You women are powerful. You've created a community on a public platform that you ladies manage. You make the rules. You've kind of got like Stephanie Harlow. She's like the queen of it all. In my opinion, when you think in terms of like what we're all here to do with no drama, right? I don't know too much more than just what I've seen from her. I don't go digging for her, but like Stephanie Harlow is who like we all aspire to be as true crimers, right? And so I understand now as women who feel like this is your community. When you have a man that comes over, such as myself, man, I throw that B word around, and you know what? I'm gonna stop. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. If some of these women want to be ugly towards me and they want to call me bad words that I would typically blame on them, oh, it's your fault why I called you the B word. Well, you know what? We're past all that. So, you know, this is your community. And I believe us men, we need to start treating this like it's a community of women, right? So that's going to lead me to the latter. With that understanding, I've been watching a situation break down. And because there's three sides to a coin, I see everyone's side. I see everyone's side. So we've got this ever-present, omnipotent situation with the billboards. Okay? Now, this isn't me bashing Brad. Brad, this isn't me bashing you. What I'm going to say, though, Brad, you may not like. And if it's something that you don't like, then let's just, man, if we had garnered all of this money for all of this awareness, and we had done it in a way that was privatized and it didn't take all the women in the community to do this, bro. What I'm calling for, bro, is I'm calling for an end. I'm calling for a deadline, bro, like an end to the, let's just lay it all down, Brad. Like, enough is enough. Like, I keep hearing different things, and you know me, bro. Like, I've went to bat for you the whole damn time, man. The whole damn time. And so I've stood in the gap for you, bro. I have, right? And so what I'm asking you as a male in a woman's domain, guess what? I've already spoken with Penny. It's all good. And it wasn't that. It wasn't a threat to me. It was it was legal stuff, all right? So it was just legal stuff, right? Legal garb, right? Penny and I already talked. She's not sending anyone to my house, right? She may send a process server one day if I don't shut my mouth up, so there's certain things as a male in this community that you just can't or ought not get caught doing, right? And let me tell you what. This situation, it hits in so many different soft spots, right, gals? It does. It hits in a lot of different soft spots. We've got the situation with the holidays rapidly approaching. There's just a lot of different facets coming on, and I've seen a lot of good women on here who I know have donated, and I know the trail in which they've donated on different cases. And then you see them in the chats over here on these other cases, and they're saying things like, "Oh, I would never donate online." And then you run into a scenario where you're like, "Man, damn, I wish that for that person I could change something, because I would not have been able to go and do what we did for that family without help. There's no way. No way." Right? It took great women making a sacrifice to send a guy like me to be their spokesperson, to go and do the work that they think that I'm and believe I'm capable of doing. And so when we have men that come in here, and when the men come in and what they do is they magnify and they compound issues that other men have created here. It is not complimentary work, right? So I don't know how far the pockets go. I don't know. It's not, you know what? I'm not here. This isn't to bash Brad. This is just like, Brad, let me tell you what, bro. Man, it's a lot of people saying some different stuff, but they're all saying the same stuff. It's all about money, bro. Like, let's just end this shit once and for all, bro. Like, you know what, man? Ladies, I don't know what the solution is, but let's say if the solution is to put all the money back, I don't know, like, what is the solution? I don't know. I want a solution. Because what's happening before your eyes what's happening before your eyes is hard to look at. It's hard to digest. It's hard to try to understand what the hell has happened here. I understand, Penny. And you know what? For the ladies of the community, like, you know what? Like, some understanding, bro. Like, man, some understanding, bro. Like, that's a lot of money. It sounds like, bro. And you know what? As a male, bro, as a male creator, like, I hate the word creator. Like, you know what I mean? As an activist, bro. As an activist. Like, as an activist, bro, can we do whatever these ladies, like, if what they need to see makes you wrong in the end, can we just show it to them? If it makes you right in the end, can we hurry up and show it to them? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It isn't for me to come here and I just know what it sounds like, bro. I know what it looks like. And I know that because I have seen some stuff that's been covered on YouTube and it had looked a certain way and it had sounded a certain way, that must be some kind of way what I saw had to be real. I'm not saying what I'm seeing is real. What I'm saying is that these ladies are yearning for understanding. There are quite a few people here that you know, bro, shit, even if they're lying, you could still, I mean, I know it's a lot, bro, but like, this is the stuff, this is also like, this is a lesson for so many people. Like, ladies, I hate to say this. Ladies, is it safe to send money to men in true crime on YouTube that have criminal backgrounds? Probably not. And unfortunately, that puts me in a group of men that I wished I wasn't in. Because I am capable of having integrity, of doing what's right in the moment. It may not be what everyone wants to see. It may not be exactly what you want to hear or any of that. But it's for a reason. And so we get past all of the crap, man. All the BS, Brad. Like, please, these women deserve it. And I'm not saying that they deserve anything more than just the truth, bro. That's it, dude. Like, forever and ever, amen. This is going to be a woman's community, and it's. You know what? We're all looked at like men because we are. Guess what? As men, we're not sensitive enough to be here and handle a lot of stuff. We're just not. We don't say things the right way. We don't handle things with the correct emotion all of the time. A lot of things get misinterpreted. A lot of things are just downright insensitive. No, Penny, I'm not worried about that post at all. We talked. Like, we're past all of that. But what I'm saying is I call a challenge to the books, right? Like, the books is nothing. It don't take nothing, right? Like, I don't know. Man, it's super hard, dude. It's super duper hard, man. And it's like one of the things that's like, you know, man, bro, at first when I listened to these women on these chats, I was like, these women are just being dramatic. And then the further and further and further that I went, JW, the further and further that I went, I saw genuine pain on these women's faces, bro. And I'm like, man, dude, like, what? We're here to comfort, right? I came here to comfort. I signed on to help anyone that was being victimized. This isn't a flop. What this is that there's now seemingly either a huge conspiracy against you, or a lot of victims potentially, right? You know what, Penny Lane? I don't know. And Sarah, Penny has grown. Like Penny, guess what? Penny put a post up and it evoked a response. And it got the response that it needed out of me, okay? And that's really all that, that's all, I guess that's the important part, right? Like I'm looking at everything for, right? Like I love Penny as a true crime creator and as a strong woman who's willing to stand up against the injustices done to women. Okay? That's where I'm at. I'm not here to say Penny is wrong. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to support the women in the community that I am a visitor in. Guess what? That even goes for Molly Golightly. Right? I mean, that's all the women. If it weren't, I better be careful with what I say here. But guess what? If there were no Bullhorn Bettys or no MGLs, then there'd be no Bennies. You got to have that offset, right? You've got to have that other thing to have that other thing, right? It's the yin and the yang, and it's, and it's like what we as men, activists, should really be doing is coming in here and trying to buddy up to the lady channels instead of trying to go against them and buddy up with all these men creators that really have no say-so in this community. Like as soon as those ladies say, okay, we're done with I'm not LARPing. I've come to a realization. Man, guess what? It's a lot of things that come into play. And let me tell you, this is one of them. I'm different. I'm different than all of the rest in my own way. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm not saying I'm worse. What I'm saying is I'm different. And so there's going to be times when we're involved in these cases, and if you want Benny Keys to go there and do what Benny Keys does, sometimes it takes some help. And do I want my activism restricted because some other man came in and made it an environment in which men are insensitive to, to the desires and the wants and the needs of the women here? Let me tell you what, man. I have a subscriber, and I felt so great, man. And you know what? So I felt so great, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to tell you who she is, but, man, this woman, like, she's been a supporter of mine every single day for the last year. And let me tell you what, next month on the 20th will be almost 1 year. She has sent me a lot of support in the way of cash apps, emails, text in dark times, and I found out she needed a little bit of help, and I couldn't wait to help her. I can't wait to help her again because she's helped me. Guess what? There isn't hardly been rap, Mark, there are some good guys, but you want to know what? Like, you guys are standouts amongst the women. Eric M., like, there's some standout gentlemen here, but it's the women. I'm being thrown in all of this. No, Brandy. See, that's the thing right there. Look, read Brandy's. Right? Like, that's why this is all dangerous. right? Thank you, TT. Thank you. And I promise you, like, let me tell you what, man, Brandy is one of the people that's heavy on my heart right now, because you want to know what? That woman asked me to take away her wrench. And I would never want to do, I would never want to not do something somebody asked me to do. But you want to know how hard it is for me to take that away? Because that's all doing what I say I'm going to do, showing you the real, and giving you a wrench is like all I can do, other than to take it from you and then send it right back to you. And you know what I mean? Like, man. Brandy is awesome. Brandy, I can't even tell you, like, and you want to know what happens is that there's the certain people that will take the fact that you helped someone else. They'll take that as a sign that you must have, been involved in, X, Y, or Z. And it's not. That doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. Right? Like, let me tell you, this community is going to suck when the people that can make the difference go away. When we run all the Brandy Bradfords out, and all we're left with is the Molly Go Lightleys and the people that force feed us the BS that they want us to believe, well, then I guess we'll all be happy then, because guess what? Even the view to the wrong creator is dangerous. Even you just spending that 0.04 cents over there is dangerous. And so you start to see the trail in the way things work, right? We know that the algorithm is a fair representation in the way life peaks and valleys, right? And as a man, I come here again and I'm like, I'm so grateful that there are the plethoras of women that trust in yet another man. Because you want to know how many women that I have come in contact with here that have been absolutely destroyed by a man. And that it's refreshing to them to have a man that they can interact with that does what he says he's going to do. Right? Like, that's what we're here for. Even when it's difficult, even when it doesn't feel good, even when it seems to be a detriment to our real lives, what we forget to realize is that we can disconnect from this. But then the ones that are really invested in this, guess what? Man, I don't go to bed without telling Don and Candace good night. Right? There's some of us here in the chat, like my Mama Jan, same thing. You know what? There's some of us here that we find ourselves feeling guilty when we smile. I made a post yesterday. It was me, Robin, Miss Candace, Cam, Allie, myself, right? And you want to know what some of the comments were when it got shared? Oh my goodness, their child is missing and they're laughing. What they don't realize is that the mob had just left. Robin came out of the basement. All of us were unnerved because we had realized the full scope of what had happened to us while we had our backs turned, and we were all shaken and not stirred. And that woman grabbed a hold of our hands and she said, let's pray. We had just got done praying, and then we took that picture. Right? This community is policed by women. It is managed by women. It is misunderstood by men, and it is scammed off by men. I don't know if Chase has scammed anything from anyone other than what I've heard online, right? I will speak on the DeVry situation. DeVry, the DeVry situation is what the DeVry situation is. If I was the manager of Lamar, I'd be upset with DeVry right now. I'd be like, DeVry, dude. What that teaches people is that if they run into, what that shows people, DeVry, is that if they run into a monetary situation with our branch, we're going to go on YouTube and expose them, DeVry. That's not really part of your job description, DeVry, right? That's that part, I don't know. I don't know how much I would get involved in something if it meant I lost my job, right? I mean, you haven't been working there long, DeVry. Stands to reason you made a bad decision that led you to this job. I don't know. What I'm going to tell you about is the way it looked, right? So just because Chase may have been wrong doesn't mean that you coming there makes it right. Clearly, you've done nothing good, DeVry. You've been helpful to really no one. What you have done, in fact, in my opinion, is you've incited the riot, right? So I get that so much of this has been handled online, and that a fair jag of it has to be undone online. And I don't know what undoing all of this actually looks like. I don't, because it's starting to look really, 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 really fucking strange. All of it, right? Like anything that had to do with some money is like it's like we are a bunch of kids fighting over Monopoly money in, Garden Avenue. Right? Like, I don't even understand it. As someone that exposes people that are taking money from the wrong places, I mean, hell, look at the name of my channel. It's called Blood Money Benny Keys. It's what I do. It's what I do, right? So what's the best way? I don't know. I don't know what the best way to get past this is. I know that I'll talk about it tonight and I won't talk about it again. Not unless an open forum is arranged and, folks want to, Lizzie's a great person. Lizzie's an awesome person. Right? Penny, she's an awesome person too. Like when we talk behind the scenes and we can hear each other's voices and we can hear the emotions and we can hear the frustrations and the sadness, like we get each other. We all get each other. Right? Yeah, whoever asked me what color I painted the wall, it was white. Thank you, Mama Jan. I get your point. How many coats did I do on that wall? 3. That's how many. So, I don't know. It's a tough situation because when I got to the top of that hill and I looked at what other anybody could have done up there, I was sad because I was like, none of this stuff had to wait until I got there to do that. Right? But I understood all of the dynamics of why it was that way and why it may have taken as long and yada, 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 right? But I did listen to some stuff that made no sense to me. Let me tell you what. Is there a price for awareness? I don't know, because look here. I can put this on the back of my window with her picture right here. See her picture? And then her name. That didn't cost me a thing. That didn't cost me nothing to put that on my car. You don't have to buy it from them. You don't have to buy it. You can go have one made at a sticker store and a print shop. It doesn't cost you anything. I got mine from the family, so it's a beautiful thing. I got my flyer from Don and I got my sticker from Candace, right? So, but my point is, ooh, I need a sweatshirt. My point is this. How do we undo this situation? How do we undo what's been done? Or how do we at least move past it, right? What's the route? I place cameras up there. Damn right. I can look at the Wells house right now if I want to. Anytime, right? Those are my peoples. Shit. Heck yeah, on my back window the whole time. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, when we're thinking in terms of awareness, right? Could we not print off a bunch of these flyers and hand them out to the people we love? Or, like, there are ways to get that awareness out there. Right, and he is being threatened because of what Chase did. Don't even make sense. Thank you, JW. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Miss Brandy. They should have never done it. And so what we run into is the trickle-down economic, right? The trickle-down economic is that people like Brandy and other folks, like now, like, you know, some are embarrassed, some are hurt, some have been re-victimized, right? I'm not here to say how many and who. All I'm saying is that there is a list of people that I don't think all got together just to give Brad a bad name, man. I don't think so, right? Like, it's a little bit too much, right? Now, you know, the personal life stuff, like the wife and all that, like, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about his ex-wife or none of that. Like, that don't mean nothing to me, right? Like, if I was worried about that, then I'd be worried about everybody that came on and said something about me that was an ex. Like, come on now. You're an ex for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You're an ex for a reason. They'll be back the 7th to 11th. I'll be there. I just want to know how we can rectify this, right? Like, what do we have to do, right? Like, if it's a money situation and, you know, Brad's got money, like, can we just fix it and give people back their money, right? Is that a possibility? Like, I don't know. Everyone is an ex. They're exes for reasons, right? Right? Yeah. If you believe my ex, like, you need medicine. If you believe my ex, then you believe I'm not married. Right? So it's not about none of that. What the question is, you know, how do we move on? Remember, Brad wanted to give up handling the billboard up. Whether anyone offered, I don't know the answer. You know, I don't remember, because let me tell you what, like, in my short tenure, I've been in 2 billboard situations. One for the Cal City boys where it was a damn mess about some billboards. And then now this one, right? So I knew from back a year ago, like, don't mess around with no billboards. Don't send no money about no billboards. You know, don't get involved in, you know, this, that, or the third with no damn billboards. Like, I figured it out a year ago. Like, it seems like a bunch of people are just now figuring out, like, is certain things you don't do. Right? Like, you know, this is the thing. Evidently, like, we didn't even need the first pass of all that stuff that happened with Chase because Christie was going to pay for it all anyways, right? Oh, I'm going back. Big balls. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just want the ladies here to feel like they haven't been victimized. That's all, man. My ex would tell you that I'm a great person. Well, no, yeah, I understand that, Mama Jane. You're different. You're different. You're different. Just guess what? The issue for me is that you have to restore. You have to be able to restore what's been taken and what's been done, right? There you go, Brandy. You be wrong on the side of error, right? Like it's you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Sammy said, I feel they keep defending him and knew. I apologize for being wrong with Benny. That's it. I didn't get involved in all of that. Sammy. Who's Sammy? Where's Sammy? No, I can't take yours. There's no way. I'd give you 7 if I could. No, I can't take yours. I'm so sorry. Please don't make me take it. We were wrong. It's okay. We're human. Right? Like, shoo-wee. It ain't gonna be gone. Listen, man, it's okay to admit when we're wrong. That's part of it. Okay? Lizzie. Lizzie, no one. Lizzie has a huge fucking heart. A huge fucking heart. Well, how about this? I'd like to keep you blue. You just don't have to express your constitutional right as a moderator. You just don't, you know. It's just part of it's part of it. Tomorrow will be a whole new day, ladies. Like that's what we're here for. I'm here even if the women don't want me here. I'm here to help restore. Man, I love that girl too. Well, I hope that they don't hurt their wings, Carla. I'm about to have it looked at next week. Yeah, we just. Yeah, man, it's. I don't know. I hated to be in a position where I had to speak about it. Yes, ma'am, Miss Brandy, I will. This is what it's about. It's all about growth. If you're not growing and pushing forward and like listen, if you're not getting some stuff wrong here and there, like you're not doing nothing. You're not pushing forward. You're not striving, like you're not striving for the next the next thing, right? Like come on, man. Alex, this stuff will mess with your head so bad. We're here to talk also about the real addiction of YouTube. Like, it's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. People got their real emotions, their real time, their real money involved. Like, it's people that went to work. It's people that went to work and worked hours in their day that they're never going to get back in order to donate money to this deal here. Right? Like, you know what I was a little bit ashamed of? I was a little bit ashamed to find out that I could put up a static billboard in that area with her face for $650. I was a little bit ashamed. I was like, that's it? Like, that's all it takes? Thank you, Daisy. That's all it takes is $650. Like, we could get one, a static one, for $650 and we're bitching. I did have a little bit hard time understanding why. I saw how quickly her face rotated. Like, it rotated quickly. So I did see an issue with why you would want it to rotate so quickly when you could put it up for a portion of the money and put up extras. Like, I did see, I don't know, like there was something there that I was like, well, you know, I see it now, right? That's what he said. It was like, he said he thought he did them for like $650. Like, you can get them for cheap, right? Like, I don't know, man.
Babe, leave town reeks. Like, really bad. Come on, let's go inside.
My email is, hold on.
Come on, inside. Let's go. No,
I'm coming.
go.
I don't know. I want this to be restored and undone, right? Like, whatever we got to do to fix it, let's try to fix it. Let's try to fix it quickly too, because it's not something that I feel like we can drag out because it'll drag out forever. So, man, let's try to figure it out. I push for you know, Mark knows. I'm pushing for this to be undone some sort of way. So let's figure out what it is.